Hello, this is Random Pal, and we're back with Phantasy Star 2, the PS2 remake. And I apologize for how bad the first video turned out, but I promise this time it won't be so bad. We already built up for the gear in this town and got Amy some levels. That way y'all didn't have to see all that, so now we're moving on to the next dungeon. And this time, hopefully things go smoothly and I don't end up fucking up the recording. See, now Nay is significantly stronger. The only thing I didn't do was I didn't get the leader 2 ceramic daggers, mainly because I didn't want to spend the time to do it, but he's still fine with the sword at this point. So it's not a big loss not to buy the leader ceramic daggers. He'd be able to do overall more damage if he had them, but it's not a major concern. And now this next dungeon is the bio plant that we're supposed to be investigating, and it has a lot of dangerous enemies in it. The bio plant is actually very tough. And if you didn't learn the music ability from the town of Octa that we just left, then you need to go back and learn it when you're able to, because that ability is very important. Because there's one dungeon, maybe 2, I can't remember off the top of my head, that use a piano that if you don't have the music skill, you cannot play the piano to open the door in the dungeon. So you want to learn Octa, you want to go to Octa and learn the music spell, because it will be a very important skill in the near future. I don't know if this dungeon is one of the ones that requires it, but I know it's a dungeon very shortly afterwards. If you search the town, it wouldn't be too hard to find the guy you learn it from. Yeah, this dungeon is actually way more dangerous than the one we just did. We gotta be very careful to conserve our magic, because if we don't, we'll be halfway through this dungeon and have a really hard time making it through. Grand mosquitoes are very dangerous, but we don't want to burn up all of our magic immediately. Yeah, grab those. Yeah, but these grand mosquitoes are very dangerous. The enemies in this dungeon greatly increase in danger. You gotta be very careful about losing all of your magic. Yeah, even with the max gear for this point, Annie takes a lot of damage. You gotta be very careful with Annie, because even at this point, she takes a lot of damage from these enemies. see why I said you need to be careful about these fucking mosquitoes. Because they have a lot of health. And they're not afraid about using it. So yeah, I lost a lot in that fight, just showing you how dangerous they were. But yeah, be very careful when you encounter those in this dungeon, because you see, they'll kick your ass pretty badly at this point. And that cost me a lot of material that we needed. But we should be alright as long as we play smart from here on. But you notice, even after building up all that stuff, we're still barely strong enough to be in here. Because, like I said, the difficulty of the enemies in this game greatly increases. Unlike Phantasy Star 4 and other RPGs where they gradually increase. Nah, in this game, they greatly increase as they progress. So you gotta be very careful, and you do have to do a lot of building up. Where I'm trying to limit the amount you have to build up to a minimum, so this game doesn't take forever to beat. I mean, I did buy a bunch of monomates and stuff to help, but I'm trying to not use them unless needed. But yeah, I have a feeling we'll have to make multiple forays into this dungeon. It all depends on the encounter rate and what enemies we encounter. Oh wait, I want to go there first. Right. Miss might have just, I like that, but it helped God damn it, why'd you have to attack Anne twice? See, that's why you want her to defend. Because if you don't let her defend, then what's the star atomizer? Ah, it recovers every 1 HP. That's badass. But unfortunately, we gotta warp out because I let Anne die because I was being stupid. That star atomizer was very valuable. But I let Anne die, which was not good. I was being too reckless in those fights. But when somebody dies, we go to the clone lab. So we need to clone Anne, which is very expensive. So when someone dies, it does cost a lot of money. So Try not to let guys die, obviously. Well, now that we got the fuck up out of the way, let's try to do this dungeon correctly. This building right here is where you can learn the music skill. Just tell him you don't want to listen to his music and he'll try to teach you. But it costs 2,000 Masada, or 2,000 cash. I really like the way they redid this game. I really wish the project would have lasted long enough to remake Phantasy Star 3 or even Phantasy Star 4 would have been nice. So I kind of wish they would have kept the Sega Ages project going long enough to remake some of my other classic favorites from Sega. But at least they made the original Phantasy Star and Phantasy Star 2 before it got shut down. But Sega Ages project, I really wish would have made it farther in the whole recreation of these games. Bullshit. Also, it would have been nice if it'd be nice if they remade these games on a higher system, or even on Steam would be nice. But yeah, a lot of classic RPGs, it'd be really nice if they remade them on different systems. I know I said running is pointless and you just get yourself hurt, but I really don't want to fight a whole bunch of those Giga Mosquito things. Because, can't escape on a preemptive? No, we're just gonna have to fight this fight. I don't want to burn up a bunch of magic, but trying to run from this fight will cost me too much. It'll definitely be less dangerous if I just fight it. But I hate to burn up a lot of magic this early. Yeah, those Giga Mosquitoes, or Gigat Mosquitoes, are actually incredibly dangerous, and you need to deal with them, because they will kill your team at this point. Yeah, I was just making sure the directions I didn't go to make sure I didn't miss any treasure. But now we can continue the way we're supposed to go. Now, they still doesn't really have much abilities. Yeah, she doesn't really get much ability because she... I don't want to say that. Never mind. I probably already said too much. Zan was a waste. I was trying to kill 2 of them, but it missed one of the ones that was going to die, so that was a waste of magic. So yeah, that Zan was a waste, but that's alright. We're trying to keep everyone as high health as possible in case we run into more of those Giga Mosquito things. Because those are dangerous as hell. And not having full health at this point when you fight them, chances are somebody could die, namely Anne. So you want to keep Anne at full health as long as possible. And that's also a reason why you wanted to build her up before you came in here, or at least get her some levels, because even partially built up, she still dies quick. But Anne is one of the most valuable characters on your team, because she is the only true healer in the game. So you do want Anne to be built up on your team. This is also a dangerous fight. So this time we're going to do it smart and have Anne defend. Now, I kind of like some of the additions they added to this game, but some of the things they've added I still haven't made it far enough to do anything with. Namely, this skill at the end of that list right there. That looks like an, I guess, explosion. Hold on, he can use it. Rugger skill, revenge, unknown use. Let's try it out. So yeah, I guess it's some kind of limit break. Anyway, that's where we just were when we used that. So now we can move on, finally, and hopefully no one dies this time. Try to keep everyone as alive as possible while searching this place out. Running is always a bad idea. There are only 2 of them, so let's try it. Not too bad, it depends on how much health they have. Apparently they have a good amount of health, so that's not good. Some of the enemies are different, and some of them are the same. But, there's always some differences in the enemies when you're playing a remake. I want to use some of these monomates. just because they're not really that valuable. And I just got them. So I have alternative healing. But I don't want to burn up all of my magic when I have these monomates I can fucking toss around. Yeah, I think that's a dead end. No, yeah. Forget that. Master Fencers. Yeah, we can fight those. I'm trying to keep Anne's HP up. Because Anne needs to get levels, and she's actually one of the most valuable characters later, so need to keep her built up as much as possible. There's a lot of stuff I talked about in the previous episode that didn't make the cut. I wish I could remember some of the points so I could talk about them again. Oh, these assholes. Yeah, they're not actually as dangerous as I remember, but we're going. Shouldn't have tried to run. Listen to myself, don't try to fucking run. Every time you try to run, it goes against you, so don't try to run. I should know that by now. Ah, they're strong though. And I missed. That was bad. That hurt a lot. That hurt. That hurt. Try to avoid those for now. These are okay. They take a lot of hits, but they're alright. See what that revenge ability does. I'm sure it's some kind of strong counterattack, but I'm just curious. Yep, that's why I saw it. Some ridiculously powerful, strong counterattack. That's a nice, I guess, ultimate or limit break. I don't know. That's a nice ability to trigger. Sorry about that. I got shit stuck on my tongue. It's annoying me. So yeah, apparently each character gets some kind of limit break ability and gets built up over time in combat. So that's what that final saying is. And that's what his is some kind of ultimate counterattack. Which is interesting, to say the least. At least we're getting more manageable fights right now. Now, if I remember right, this is the place where you have to be careful about the... Oh, fuck those things. They're worth a lot, but they cost a lot of... I'll fight them. Yeah, these things cost a lot of magic to kill. They're also incredibly strong. Yeah, this fight is a pain in the ass because you have to burn up a lot of your magic. Yeah, those things are worth an incredible amount of XP for this point, but it costs a lot of magic to kill those kids. I want to avoid the fighting in this place. There are some fights you just can't avoid, because if you keep trying to run, eventually you're going to run out of chances and you're just going to die. Yeah, it is a good place to build up money at the start if you can survive the fights, because they do give you a good amount of money. But they also give you a good amount of XP. But yeah, even when you're built up and prepared, it's still dangerous going through here. Oh, god damn it. We went the wrong way. We need to find the other dynamite. Yeah, there's a third dynamite hidden in here. I was going the correct way to beat the place, but we need the dynamite first. So either somewhere straight ahead. Oh, there it is. Never mind. Dynamite was right there. Never mind. I was doing it right. I was doing it right. I had a hunch. Yeah, I was going the right way. The dynamite was right there. Okay, I did it correctly. Hey, you want to kill those leech things because they have a pain in the ass ability. Yeah, you think there's something up there, but there's not. You're supposed to jump down this hole. It'll take you all the way to the basement. Yep, this is the one where you have to watch out for that fucking green slime. Now this, once again, is a pain in the ass. I should have just fought it. I was going to try my luck on the running. But I should know better. Just fight the fights. No, just fight the fucking fight. I should know better by now. Times am I going to ignore my own advice before I just say fuck it and follow it? Yeah, see, you gotta be careful because that green liquid will cause you damage. And that is not good. RPGs are known to have damage tiles, so that's not too out of the blue. And it doesn't really damage you all that much, but the damage will add up. you got to be very careful in this area. The damage is bad. There are a lot of these green goo piles you got to walk over. So yeah, that's... Now we're looking for the main computer. Which is back over this way. I just wanted to get the treasure. The main computer at the bottom of the bio lab is where we get the recorder that we need, and then we can get the hell out of here. I'll go fight the easy fights while we're getting those. There it is. See the main computer right there? We're almost there. We're almost there. Now we got the recorder. We are done with this place. There are other things we can get here. Some chests I missed. Well, we could go back for those at a later date. First, save the process so we do not have to redo it. Okay, now let's get our guys restored, and then we're going to head back to the main town to progress in the quest line. Now we can progress in the quest line. Oh. Gotta go to the main building. That's our next main objective, is that main central system, the AMEDAS or whatever we just ran into. So, yeah, that's our next objective. Yeah, there we go. The old Han clone. In this game, he's Huey. So now we got our next party member. What is create and practice? This is new. Why can you set the back guys to doing tasks? Oh no, that's new. I didn't ever see that in the other one. That's interesting. So even when they're not in your team, you can have them do stuff, which is interesting. I like that. Anyway, where's the teleporter so we can move on? So now we have access to that bridge. Get out of the way. Other NPCs love to get in the way. So we need to go back to Optano. Everyone's already healed, so now we can go to Optano. Why do I keep saying Optimo? But now we can go through that bridge and proceed to new lands. Now the reason why I didn't put that guy on my team is even though he's pretty good, he reminds me of Han from Phantasy Star 4. Even though in this game he's nowhere near as useless, but I just didn't put him on my team for this time. But like I said, there's gonna be a point in this game where you'll want to use everyone. But for now, we're not going to use him, but he will be valuable later. Now we got the ability to pass the bridge. Ah, yeah, I think I gotta use the pass. Wait, did I miss something? I did meet with him. He said to go here. Damn it. I missed the story part somewhere. He said something about meeting a guy. I went there and met with him. Yeah, something simple. It's always something simple. I just forgot to go back and report to him that I met the guy. It's always something simple. Well, we might as well heal our guys one more time because it's going to be a long, dangerous walk to the next town. So we might as well guarantee they're in full health. Also, wouldn't be a bad idea to save it in case something goes horribly wrong. On RPGs, it's always a good idea to save it. But yeah, normally when I fuck up on a game, it's always something that's simple and staring me in the face. Don't know why that is, but yeah, the majority of the time I make a mistake is something like that. Alright, now we can move on. In the next town, we'll meet another character. Not to mention, we will be able to buy some finely upgraded gear for the leader. Actually, it's the other town that's a long way. Ah, this is Zima. Huh. So this is the town of Zima in this game, huh? Okay, yeah. We can either get the ceramic sword, which is badass. Poison shot, which is okay, but she's better off with the laser knife. First thing, we obviously wanted the ceramic sword. Get out of the way, you NPC bastard. We're trying to get to the teleporter. Because now that we made it here, not only can we teleport, but we need to go back to Paseo yet again. Because there will be another new character that wants to join. Get out of the way. I like using her because she uses the slicers or boomerangs, which not very many characters get to use. So we're gonna take Rutger off the team and add her because I like the slicers in this game. Anything I want to store, we're going to store that Trimate. Store that Star Atomizer. What did these do again? 10 people. We'll hold on to that. But yeah, we're going to store those two items. Then we're going to head back to that town we were just at. That's not what it looks like. I'm just saying it is a good team to have at this point. Why won't it? So now we want to go back to Zima, because everybody that joins you brand new joins at level 1. So first we need to get her some gear. Sell unnecessary items, which I don't really have a lot of. So yeah, boomerangs, they're not as strong as the laser knives, obviously. But for the start, we're going to buy her 2 boomerangs because I don't have enough to buy her 2 laser knives. So we're gonna start off with 2 boomerangs, and as we gain money, we can get her some laser knives. Well, at least 2 boomerangs will give her an attack ability, and then we need to get her some armor. Silver crown. Oh wait, yeah, she could equip. Oh wait, silver crowns are cheaper. Finally, I can buy shoes, which is nice. For now, we're going to buy 2 silver crowns, a pair of leather shoes. Not Amiya's. this first. He gets a silver crown and leather shoes. And she gets a silver crown. NPC's in the way. Now obviously we got some gear to build up for now. So we're probably going to have to end this in a near future so we can spare y'all the building up for equipment. Yeah, we need to get her a fiberglass gear right now so at least she has some defense. And now we're at the point where we're going to have to build up for gear again. Oh, not the fiberglass gear, it's the other one. Fucked up. Fiberglass gear is the helmet. She needs the mantle. There. Now they're all geared up and ready. But we're going to have to build up for the gear in that town. And we're going to have to build her up a few levels since we're going to be using her for the time being. So once again, I'm probably going to have to end the video to spare y'all the building up. If you want me to continue the video and build up, let me know in the comments. And in the next video, I assure you I will do that. But anyway, if you like my videos, please follow and subscribe. We just made it past the first main mission and now we're on the next one. So we're going to continue this game soon and eventually we're going to beat it. So anyway, if you like my videos, please follow and subscribe. I'm going to end this one here. Enjoy the weekend coming up. Tomorrow's Friday. I know everybody's looking forward to that. And I'll see you in the next one. So till then, take it easy. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.